The story of the Mahabharata is one of two major epics of ancient India. It is said to have originated in 400 BCE and has been retold millions of times since, going through numerous iterations and transformations as it traveled throughout India and into Eastern Asia. The Mahabharata is considered a cornerstone of Hindu and Indian culture. Welcome to Not Your Mother's Mahabharata.
This is not your mother's Mahabharata. Beware. It's fucking epic. Hosted by S.P. Jayaraj.
Welcome everyone to Not Your Mother's Mahabharata. Really happy you are here for this exciting, debatable episode.
Debatable?
Debatable in what way? Is it an episode or not?
It is an episode of debate.
Oh, got it. Okay,
So-
glad we clarified that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't know it. We were on the fence.
We
about
need people
whether
to
it
know
was
that this is an episode.
Do I have
This
to
is an
audition?
actual...
I'm ready.
We're off to a great start.
We're off to a great
Told me I
start,
had
yeah.
to show up.
With me as always is my wife, Azure Anderson.
Hi.
You seem to be doing really well.
Yeah, why not?
Yep, I agree.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Too.
Hey. Hi.
Uh-huh.
Hey. What's up? Hi.
And our other voice in the room is Victoria Peterson-Hilleque.
Hi.
Oh my gosh.
So exciting.
Yeah,
Hi,
I'm excited
Victoria.
We've
too.
been trying to do this a long
long
time,
time,
and
yeah.
we've
Feel like
succeeded.
forever.
We're winning.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at us.
Uh-huh. I almost said Dr. Victoria Peterson-Hilleque.
Well, that is true.
Yeah, I
That
think
is
for
true.
You can call me that. People do, but
Yeah.
I might not know that you're referring to me.
Can I call you Duck V?
Yeah, I think that's a
Oh,
great
that's fun.
idea.
Hey, Duck V.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Doc Vic.
Doc Vic.
Doc
I like
Vic.
that. Actually, maybe I should start telling my clients to call me Doc Vic. Doctor of psychology that I am. Not medical doctor, let's be
Yes.
clear.
Yes.
Sure.
I'm
Well,
not
yeah.
stitching anything.
No. There's no like fleshy wounds.
No,
there's
just
no
maybe
surgery
some
of
metaphorical
any
stuff.
kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, just soul
deep-
wounds.
just
Yeah.
Soul wound, that's all.
Metaphorical
Deep
stitching.
internal
Yes.
grievances.
Exactly.
Did you say soul stitcher or did I just hear that in my head?
That was her.
I think I said
You
that.
said
Yeah.
soul stitcher.
Yeah, it
Yep.
never knows. We've become an
I love it.
amorphous unit of dialogue
Yeah.
here.
Yep, that's always the start of our best
She's
episode.
a soul stitcher. I love that.
Dr. Soul Stitcher.
Dr. V, the soul stitcher.
That's right. That's right.
As of not too long ago, well, I don't know. It's every time we
Right.
see each other, it's like, oh wait, it's been a bit. So, but
I think I got. When did I get that doctorate? It was
Yeah,
a bit ago.
it was.
a little bit
it a
ago.
year?
and partly why it's been
No,
taking us a
longer
while
than that.
to.
But
Longer
then
than a
after I
year?
graduated with my doctorate, then I had to get my license as a psychologist. So it just
Yeah.
never ends.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like people are like, when is it going to be over?
Yeah.
It's never. It's never over. But I am officially a licensed psychologist.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Awesome. And where at?
We're so proud of you.
Oh, where do I work?
Yeah.
I'm
Tell
at
us a
the
little about yourself.
Mosaic Integrated Health Clinic that focuses on trauma and holistic care. I absolutely love my colleagues. I love my work with clients. And
Nice.
yes, so it's great.
Phenomenal.
I've always been trying to support, as you both know, my poetry habit, my poetry
I
reading
was
habit.
about to get to
So
that,
this
yeah.
creates a nice financial buffer because as
Yeah.
it turns out, my poetry habit doesn't really pay the bills very
I
well.
don't know
would've
what you're
thought?
talking about.
I think my last royalty check for my poetry book was like $1.75. And that was
Congratulations.
a while ago.
Listen, Congrats.
I
Yeah.
think it cost them more to print that check than it was worth. But hey, it's okay.
I'm happy for you. I'm sure there's some just sitting,
like,
waiting
it's-
for the
Yeah.
minimum in his books. Everyone buy his books so they can send because it's waiting to send a minimum royalty check.
Right. We're curious.
We need a few more books.
Yes.
How
always.
is
spjraj.com.
Right? Like, how much of a book do you have to sell to get a $1.75 royalty check? I don't even know. Is that a whole book? I don't even know. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So everybody go buy Satisha's books.
Yeah, and then go get your book.
And then go buy Letters to Minnehaha Creek.
Letters to Minnehaha Creek.
And
Yeah, it's
let's
a wonderful book.
and have a great summer.
Yeah, because I mean they are poems about grief, but so maybe wait for the winter to read it. But you can still buy it now. I don't know.
You know what? I would love to sit under a tree on a sunny Saturday afternoon reading a book about grief.
That's true. Counterpoint the grief with a sunny
You
day.
can take a breath, look up to the sky, and go, "Okay, it's fine."
That's right.
I'm all right.
Their grief can coexist with trees and summer.
And
Absolutely.
definitely a creek, for sure. Like
For
there's-
sure. Yeah.
If you're
there's a
local,
little
go sit
water-
by Minnehaha.
Yeah.
There's already like Mahabharata
Go to
references that I'm
Sea
thinking
Salt.
of.
Yeah. The other big news that neither of you may know is that we just moved.
No,
Yes.
I did not know you did move.
We-
okay.
yeah.
You did that.
We did that.
We've been
Okay.
talking about it for a while.
I know. We sold our beautiful Victorian home that we love.
Yeah.
That we basically raised our kids
Wow.
in.
Yeah.
Because they're like pretty much
They're-
kind of grown
they're
now. They're
grown.
like actually legal adults,
Yeah.
both of them.
That's
And
crazy.
living in a 3,000 square foot home was just a kind of a lot for
Okay.
two people. For us, like our kids don't really.
Just picturing you two roaming around going, "Where are you?" And then just crossing.
We literally have one of these devices that can make an announcement. Like I actually don't like it. My daughter says I shouldn't admit this out loud, but I kind of hate Alexa in my house. She's like, don't say that because it's all those science fiction stories that they like lock you in your home and AI takes
Always
over.
say please and thank you to Alexa.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
but I haven't really. But we use it to announce things to each other in this.
Yeah.
So we downsized from this 3,000 square foot home
Okay.
to a 1,003
Oh, wow.
square foot
Okay.
apartment just this last week.
Oh my gosh.
Just Wednesday, 2 days ago.
What?
And where is this?
It's
Don't give us the
actually
address,
it's
but-
a 7-minute walk from our house. It's in Uptown because
So good,
we
'cause
we
you love
love
Uptown.
Uptown.
You love
We do.
Uptown,
We love
yes.
Uptown. But it feels like another country because you're just in a different place.
Yeah.
I'm surprised always. Like, do you ever feel like you think you have to make a big change to have life feel new and fresh? Turns out you could just move half a mile
It's
and
amazing.
feel like you're in a whole nother world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really fancy now. I don't know if you might have noticed when I walked up to your house, like, wow, she has a glow about her. It's because I get into a fancy building with a fob
Oh
now.
my gosh.
Okay.
I have nightstands with ports in them for charging your
it.
electronics. Yeah, I know. Mari, my daughter,
Do you
says
have like an elevator too?
there's an elevator
Oh my
Oh my.
god.
and get ready for it.
I'm ready.
A trash chute down the hall.
Oh, I haven't had a trash chute forever.
It's so great.
Oh.
And you learn a lot about yourself moving.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Yes.
Like,
Oh yeah.
And your
like
partnership.
5 bottles of mustard is just more than anyone needs.
You're like, do I need to
Yeah.
pack this?
Yeah.
More than anyone needs.
Mine. And then having friends help me move was one of the like that's a lot of spaghetti. I agree.
So much. I
Yeah.
know. I said to my partner last night, like, he's doing more of the cooking, which is great.
Yeah.
And there's like this pantry, and we used to have like a room and a lazy
Yeah.
Susan, and like I had IKEA bags full of condiments. I mean, it's unbelievable. And I was like, my love, this is the pantry. This is all you get.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is it. So
Yes.
whatever you're gonna put in there to cook for us, that's
Make it
That-
make it
the
make
rest
it matter.
has got to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I also learned, like, it's not really great for my relationship to say, and if you stuff too much in the laundry room, I will end you. That's
Yeah.
not a really great relationship move.
Yeah. It's
I'm
not
not
positive
But you have a laundry
reinforcement.
room.
I know there is there's an actual room. It's so good. So yeah, I'm not gonna say it's like as epic as the Mahabharata. I'm not gonna say
Okay.
that. But for me, it feels kind of close.
I love
Yeah.
it. I'm so happy for you.
That's awesome.
You're fancy.
So
So?
sparkly.
You've covered so much that makes me happy, and I want to ask more about.
Yeah, but
Um,
we got to do our job.
We got to do our job. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, first off, like we've known each other now for years and years.
So many
since
years.
we
How
started
long?
Hamlin in the same 2020. Is it? No. Nope.
No.
2006. I feel like 2006 is when I started Hamlin.
Because that's when you came, right?
Yeah.
That's when you came to
Yeah.
Minnesota?
My college
meet-
age daughter was a baby.
You met
Yeah.
him when he got here?
Toddler.
Yeah, first class at Hamlin.
That's adorable.
First class at Hamilton. And we've been
Same time I
pals
missed Dee Dee.
ever since. I
my
feel
God.
like we were
Yeah.
instantly friends.
Yeah.
Like,
That
and
was
I
a
don't even
great-
remember. Like, I locked eyes with you and we were friends. Is that how you
I
remember?
remember. Okay, I'll tell you. I remember we were doing the orientation, and there was mention of a pool that we had access to, and we both got excited.
A pool?
And that was when I don't know. I think I went twice out of the whole time there. But I remember there was
we
like,
both got excited about the pool.
Yeah.
And we were like, that's it, we're friends.
yeah, that's when it started. Yeah.
It's just like preschool.
I am-
you know, like, there's a pool.
If I had been there,
Will you be my buddy?
know I would have been excited
That's
about that
right.
pool.
Yeah. Yes.
We would have been friends instantly.
We would have been friends instantly,
were.
too.
We became instantly
Yeah.
Or once I met you,
Right.
though.
And yes, water is important.
Yeah.
Water is the best.
Yeah.
It's the best way to make friends.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we met at Hamlin, like creative writing.
Yeah.
You went the poet, the you wanted financial stability, so you went the poetry path.
That's right. That's right.
You know.
And you went to the much more rockier fiction.
I went through fiction. Yeah.
Way.
No regrets at
boy.
all.
Yeah.
But yeah, really happy to have you here. We've just had so many like deep conversations and things we can talk about
20
anything.
years.
Yeah.
21 years?
It's as old as my
26.
youngest.
Yeah, we're about 20 years. We're in 26 now.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my gosh, that's
yeah.
crazy.
Victoria,
Amazing.
what do you love about stories?
Oh, stories are the best of everything.
Mm,
I mean, they're just so integral. They're like the heartbeat of life.
I like that.
Mm.
You know, even like as a writer and as a person and as a psychologist, I just feel like all of us are trying to understand ourselves and the world, and stories are what
Yeah.
making them, sharing them,
Mhm.
amending them.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Telling them.
Yes.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's how we connect in many ways. So,
Yeah.
mm.
Mm.
I like that. I like that
Excellent.
you just fall in love with the concept. Is just what's happened.
Yeah.
What is your familiarity with the Mahabharata?
Right. I wanted to ask you about this. So I think I may have been a little bit confused.
Okay.
I'm not well, you can clarify. Maybe not.
Uh-huh.
This is going to show my biases towards the world, but so I grew up in a home that was quite oriented toward Christianity and a rather conservative evangelical flavor of it, and so the relationship with the Bible in that flavor of Christianity was very much like, this is the word of God and we should live our lives by this thing, this loose collection of stories that are supposed to somehow help us understand the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, because I was a really bookish kid who loved stories and like books were my first friends, I sort of always treated the Bible that way, but I was told it was supposed to be this other way.
Yeah.
And so I kind of thought the Mahabharata was functioned that way, like it. And I don't really know
That's
that that's
stories.
true. Yeah, like stories that are meant to have some sort of religious community supportive sense. But they're also much more, I think they're way more interesting stories than the Bible. I don't know.
I mean, I would agree.
Some of them, for sure. There's definitely some
Sometimes I was
really
like,
more
this is
interesting
it.
ones.
So-and-so begets so-and-so begets so-and-so. Like, can't we do a little better for the
But
genealogy?
every once in a while,
Every
it's
once in a while, like,
"Ooh,
it's
blood.
really, yeah. Or,
Let's murder
oh, wow,
everybody.
his daughters did what? Then they thought the end of the world. They got him drunk.
You
and
killed
then they
all
decided,
of the babies?
yeah, like, oh, that. What am I supposed to make of that? Yeah, there's some real sketchy moments.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, how would you try to describe to me, like, what kind of role, I guess?
I come to the Mahabharata as a lover of stories and a lover of mythology,
Yeah.
and just that there's so much wisdom in mythology that is not literal, basically.
Yeah.
So my favorite, like, why I'm committed to this process is all the non-literal aspects of the Mahabharata. There's so much in it that's just has deep philosophical meanings. I guess the one story that I like to tell a lot is that the person who wrote the Mahabharata, there's a story to that as well, but he first wrote the Vedas, or like books of wisdom, got all like the factual information out there about ways to live life and things, and then proceeded to do the Mahabharata. And so kind of the Mahabharata is just a way to kind of have all that wisdom that's accessible.
Is it like a way to kind of act it out? Like, oh, here's what it might look.
It's been around for thousands of years.
Yeah.
And what's made, to me, the big strength of that is like it never really stopped. And it depends who you ask. Like some people are like, yep, it's absolute religion. Some people it's philosophy. So I'm on the amazing stories. That's why I always ask the question, like, it's not what do you think about religion?
Yeah.
It's like, what do you love about stories? Because I approach it from like the power of it being just an amazing story, and even the different interpretations all bring a different wisdom to it. As stories, you can absolutely kind of change it a little bit to get a certain idea out.
Yeah.
For sure. And so to me, it functions much more as philosophy, and just like, everything we know about like literature being like metaphorical and things like that. For me, it's all kind of in there. And that's what's makes it so much more interesting to me, is like when you kind of look at it and see, the philosophical stuff that kind of comes in, and how all of the characters are meant to be us.
Yes.
All of them are meant to be us. So like you have the Pandavas, and you have the virtues.
Yeah.
You have the Kauravas. Oh, what is the word? Not sins, but temptations and things like that. But they're all us.
Yes.
And so it's really the whole idea of this is in a sense, it's a way to conquer oneself.
Yes.
That to me is kind of the epic idea of the Mahabharata. There's also like places in India where people have, like, they say there's proof that this happened. So I think it's kind of all of the above.
Sure.
And it changes. It will hopefully continue to change. What's your insight? You've been hearing a lot.
Because it's still such a living story, because like when you go to India, like things are named after all of these characters, all the places in the story. Like it exists in real life, with like the stories exist in real life, like within the society now. So I think what's really interesting about the stories is that they're so malleable, and they have, survived so long.
Yeah.
And there's continual engagement and shared understanding of them that then informs people.
Yeah, and I think like developing understanding as well.
Yep.
Some of the interpretations by female writers and philosophers is very interesting. Brings in new dynamics.
So like I've been reading different books focusing on the female characters of the Mahabharata, which has been really interesting. And sure, they're kind of like fan fiction, basically. What did Draupadi think in this situation, sort of things. But it's also really interesting because people are thinking about it like that. And also like with I feel like with the Bible, it is more, I always thought of it as more of a story too. We didn't grow up as Christian, but we had one in the house. Yeah. And it was more like a reference book. Yeah. For like things that you should know that other people know. We had a Quran, we had a Bible,
this is a thing that shows up a lot in culture, so we kind of want to be familiar with it, so we can make our way through.
We should understand it so we can interact with humans.
Well, and it's funny, it's something that's coming to my mind as we're talking, is that my engagement or understanding or treating the Bible like literature, that wasn't even be like safe in my community to admit to, but I'm admitting here to your listeners, that is how I thought of it. But I knew enough to know I can't really tell people that.
Yeah, I feel like you would get so much more out of it by it. Me personally, you get so much more out of it by reading the stories and thinking about what they actually mean instead of reading the stories and being told what it means.
Right.
And that's absolutely my perspective on the Mahabharata. There are people who do think it's completely factual. But
doesn't leave much room for exploration
No.
or considering, as you say, like all these characters
This-
are part of us, and
Yeah.
how do I, standing on the threshold of this moment, make a choice? Because so
Yeah.
often in like, I listened recently to 52 and 53 of your episodes.
Okay.
I was like, okay, here's this person with power, and the wise ones are saying, dude, don't do that thing. That's gonna be bad. And then the one in power is like, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, how often am I standing on that moment where part of me is like, Victoria,
yeah.
Dr. V, don't do that thing. And then the other part is like, I'm going to do it
gonna do it
anyway.
anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to do it anyway. Yep. There's
And then
more of that
you're going to
today.
learn something from it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And,
You know?
Yep. And
Yeah.
then we keep evolving and evolving and evolving.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful to be able to even like here together,
Yeah.
we're going to evolve. We're going to take
Yeah.
this story in together
Yeah.
and evolve in our own ways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How exciting.
I'll point
I think
to
so, too.
episode 33 where we had Shambhu Nath come on. So
Yes.
take a listen to that one, because that's where we like really talk about, like, yeah, to us it's more valuable as a fiction. It's way more
Yes.
valuable as a fiction. There's so much more.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he also talks about like the Bible as fiction too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And does some interesting, like, oh yeah, makes
Yeah, like as
Does
a
that-
metaphysical book, as fiction,
Mm-hmm.
where we can really like embody it
Yes.
with some freedom and imagination.
Yeah.
Which I feel like that's like the
Yeah.
cornerstone of this podcast.
And there's even, I will say, like, I mean, it's the whole, like, as fiction writers, as poets, it's like the
Yeah.
truth that comes from that,
yes.
from embracing it that way.
As opposed
is
to there
more than
being
this
this
idea.
static truth
Yeah.
outside of us
Yeah.
that we're supposed
Which is-
to adhere to.
Which is ridiculous because the Bible itself was written so long after it air quotes happened.
Yes.
Like there is no fucking possible way that they have the facts about what happened.
Yeah.
So it's nonsense. I'm not saying the Bible is nonsense. I'm saying
No,
the
but-
concept of
that
being 100%
that
yeah.
is anyone
construct
knows
of
the
it as a
exact the
text.
actual factual happenings of what happened. You know.
Yes.
And I would put that to the Mahabharata as well.
Agreed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's
And I-
limiting as opposed to
Yeah,
empowering.
absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah.
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 And I love the concept of like, all right, so we wrote these nonfiction like Vedas, right?
Yeah.
And then, these are hard to read. This is hard to digest.
How do we
Uh-oh,
follow
I
this
better get
stuff?
somebody to help me write this so that it
Right.
makes sense to children. So it makes
Yeah.
sense to people that might not be as like
Yeah.
the society can understand what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say here, so that it actually gets utilized.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Which
know?
means putting it in story.
This is
That's
dense.
attractive.
Yeah.
What
Right.
did I do here? That's what I imagined. He wrote
Yeah.
it and was like, oh, shit. All right, I got to call my friend over here.
I better pull in the storytellers of the poets.
He got a little feedback about it and was like, oh,
Yeah. Let me change a couple things.
let me just tell it as
Yeah.
a story.
Too dry.
Yeah, and then you have this fun, exciting epic with all these cool characters and all these crazy monsters. And
Yeah.
like, and is that monster something living inside of you? I don't know. Maybe. Is it just a monster that maybe lived? That's cool too.
That is
Like,
cool too, though. Yeah.
I like thinking about those demons. I'm like, were they around? How cool is that?
Well, and I like thinking about like where are the places in me where I feel like, oh, I'm a little more demony sometimes.
I got a
Yeah.
little demon in me.
You give me a little messy, and I am suddenly saying things that I do not stand by to my partner
Yeah.
that I love. Like,
I too am a demon with a hole in my heart.
right?
What does that mean?
Well-
Doc Vic, what does that mean?
I know. Well, it's like, and that's where story can be really beautiful to have like
Yeah.
these two sides. Like we have like the virtues and the vices represented in these two
Yeah.
lineages, and yet. It's hard to have them all messed up inside of us, all
Yeah.
tangled. So it's just kind of clarifying, but gives us a little bit of an emotional buffer, and we can kind of then sort of see
It can
into
pull like
ourselves.
a
Kind of
little
a
thread
pathway.
at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's focus on this little thread, and we're gonna pull this out a little bit, and we're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna
Right.
think about it, and we're stretch it out a little bit,
Yeah.
and then oh, there's another one. Okay, let's get that
Yes.
one out of there. You know,
Yeah.
Yes. Just,
and it's helpful.
Yeah.
yeah, sort it
Makes
out
it
a
more
little
bite
bit.
sized.
Yeah, sort it
Yeah.
all out a bit,
Yep.
and then we
Especially
can
when this
kinda-
besides. So, Cool.
Here we go.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, I'm actually glad that you did listen to the last 2 episodes.
Yes.
So you have a bit of a context of what's going on. But so, yeah, questions, like clarity-wise, let me know.
It's maybe really a small thing, but he's got the magic arrows. What's his name? The one who came with the young kid. One of the 5.
I want to know this one. Arjuna?
Arjuna. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So sorry. Arjuna.
Oh, you're fine.
My
Like,
apologies.
we haven't... Yeah.
Arjuna, who
was like
was
you
a
mixed Arjuna with
eunuch, and then
Aragon.
his penis came back suddenly, and he was with the chariot driver.
Oh, I'm so
and they
glad you
started-
listened to the penis
Yeah.
episode.
There was, I mean,
a lot of
short
penis.
of a podcast on a prostate, that was more mentions of penis than I'd ever
really-
heard in
yeah.
anybody.
It really
You should get an
happens.
award for that. If
It
there
was
were
pretty
a category in podcasts, like most mentions of penises.
Victoria, I cut out a 15-minute section that was just me and Jeannie talking about penises.
Wow.
Because he went downstairs for a few minutes and we just kept going.
Yeah.
It's an extra. I'll play it for you.
I would
It's pretty funny.
Yep.
consider it again.
Join our Patreon if you want to hear
Right.
about
Yeah,
ladies
join our
talk about
Patreon
penises.
if you want to
So-
hear us talking about penises even more.
That's right.
Wow.
So my question, at one point, he shoots magic arrows and puts everyone asleep.
Yes.
So here's my big question. Can he make the magic arrows do other kinds of things? And oh, wow, that's really cool.
He has different types of magic arrows that he has been taught.
Okay, then here's my next question. Who made the magic arrows magic?
I
He
would
got them
say-
from the heavens.
He got them from the heavens and the gods. They
And
kind of
then
gave
did.
him and taught him the mantras to kind of bring it up.
So basically,
Okay.
he
Yeah.
says a mantra to do that specific arrow, and he can pull
Got
it out
it.
of.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
I
So-
envision it as him pulling it out of himself,
Yep, he's like,
but
okay.
or
Yeah.
pulling it out of the air.
So he's making a choice. Like, I've got this arrow. I'm going to say this mantra, and this arrow does this thing. Like, puts the people to sleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he's so good, he can just do it lickety.
Yeah, kind of calls it from the
can do it.
universe.
Right. And I also was thinking a little bit about what you were saying, Satish, about how he put those arrows next to the wise ones, and everyone in the kingdom is their kingdom. Like, they weren't wanting to kill everybody, so they put everybody
Yeah.
to sleep, but
Yeah.
also showed the wise ones some respect by
Yeah.
basically not killing them.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's cool. Because, again, within all of us, if we have all these characters inside of us, all of us have these wise ones. And we try to shut out parts of ourselves sometimes. Like, we try to shut out different parts of ourselves. So I
Yeah.
just loved that. But then, okay, here's my next question. So then there's the gods, the magic arrows, and so where kind of are the gods when all of this is going
They're
on?
off.
Are they tuning in every once in a while? Or are they living
They
their
do-
own?
I imagine they're watching some
Yeah.
you
They
know,
live in the
oh,
heavens.
well, but they live up in the
They
heavens.
live in the heavens.
It's like how
It's
they
like-
stream their
Yeah.
version of Netflix.
They're
Like,
I
oh,
wonder
let's see
what
what's
Arjuna's
happening.
up to. Yeah.
I feel like they can check in and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's big ceremonies that happen where they do appear.
Like-
So we've had those kind of happen.
Like there's maybe an invitation, like, hey,
Yeah.
gods, we could use a little bit of, or hey,
Yeah.
we're doing this
Yeah.
cool thing, want to come by?
And they get
Yeah.
a little ding dong, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I
Yeah.
should go down
Oh,
and
all
check
right,
out."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ring the gods' doorbells. Got it.
Yeah.
I hear they have snacks. Let's go.
Awesome.
Often
Okay.
it's like
I
it's
love it,
kind of
yeah.
like
yeah.
So now are we gonna find out what happens
To
in
his
the
penis?
Well,
Oh, sorry. Just
I
kidding, just kidding. We
recognize
know
the
that.
penis is back.
okay.
Penis is back, baby.
I could ask more questions about that, but I just think it wouldn't be important. It
We can talk
seems
about
like
it later.
so now of the virtues and vices kingdoms,
Yeah.
the virtues get to come back.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what's happened so far. Because
Yeah,
there's been one more episode that happened after that
Okay.
where we're in this kind of thing where they're trying to figure out, do we have to go to war? Can we stop the war in some ways? Right? Because they don't want to have this big giant war.
Right.
So the episode that we had last time, it was the Pandavas Council.
Mm-hmm.
And so just to set it up for listeners as well. So yes, we have the Pandavas, who are kind of more the virtuous.
Uh-huh.
And we have the Kauravas, who are definitely more the vices.
Yeah.
And the Pandavas have fulfilled all of their terms, right?
Yes.
So they went on their exile. They did it for their 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now they should, by right, by everything that was agreed upon, be getting everything back.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some disagreements, of course.
Yeah.
Duryodhan, who is the leader of the Kauravas, leader of the vices, as we can say here, he's like, no, we saw Arjuna before the 13th year ended. And
But
so
it depends on what calendar.
it depends on what
Yes.
calendar. And even people in his camp, the elders in his camp, so the people who kind of got the arrows shot at their feet, even they're like, no, it's by all
the
accounts.
calendars,
Yeah.
even the penis calendar.
Yeah.
Even the
Even the penis
especially
calendar.
the penis
Even-
calendar though, because like that's from the gods.
That was
Penis
the
That
gods.
was
back, and
Yeah.
that
one
was very
year.
obvious.
Yeah.
But okay, so even
You
the
should just be able to
wise
flash 'em
ones
and be
are
done.
like no vices.
Yeah.
Clocks up. They did their
Yeah.
They did their thing.
Right?
Yeah.
So the Pandavas had a discussion. They're like, all right, how do we approach them now? And there were ideas like, well, go and like be polite, be nice. But then others are like, no. They're not going to respond to that. So where we're at now is a representative from the Pandavas. Drupada is one of the people who's with the Pandavas. That's Draupadi's father. Draupadi being the wife of the Pandavas. So they've sent like a Brahmana. Okay? So the Brahmana has gone to Hastinapur to talk to the Kauravas. So that's talking to Duryodhan, his Hegseth Karna, as I call him now. That's
God,
the vibes
It's
that he
like
gives.
worse now. It feels worse when you say his Hegseth.
Yeah. Even though he's
such
showed
a
some...
douchebag.
What does
now.
Hegseth mean?
Oh, like Hegseth, the warmonger. Our
Hegseth.
Yeah.
Our Hegseth.
Sorry, I was so far into
No,
the
I love that for you.
I suddenly had this
I love that
erasure
for
of my
you.
common brain.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Back online.
Okay.
Thank you for.
Yeah.
Oh, yuck. Okay.
So-
yes.
Trying to be clever,
Yuck
but
indeed.
Yeah.
you know.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
sorry.
you're good. Hi, listeners. If you are enjoying the Not Your Mother's Mahabharata podcast, we invite you to visit our website, spjayaraj.com, where you can see the other projects we've got going on. If you're a fan of mythic and magical filled stories, you can check out my fantasy books and explore the magical world of Adajari, where my stories take place. You can read up on imagination life coaching to see how I help creatives, individuals, and teams expand and apply their imagination towards living happier and more fulfilling lives. You can also look up my related self-help books that are inspired by global myths. If you live in the Twin Cities metro and want to see me tell stories live, you can look up the calendar to see my upcoming shows. Or, if you're interested in bringing some storytelling and imagination directly to your community, there is the option to start that conversation on the website as well. And of course, you can check out all our episodes of the Not Your Mother's Mahabharata podcast. You can find all of this and more at spjayaraj.com. That is spjayaraj.com. All right, back to the show. So Duryodhan and
bad.
his
I know, really good.
his toxic masculine friend
Too big
Yes.
of
Karna is
Too big
there.
of collars. What is that? He's got his. It's just awful. His suit is so
Oh,
bad.
it's so bad. I see it.
Outfit is
It
so bad. It's
just-
just so tight.
It makes it.
I shouldn't
worse.
have taken derailed us that much.
No,
so
I'm so.
they
his
are
hair is
there,
so wet.
and then the elders.
Why?
So wet.
Why do the bad guys always have such wet hair?
I don't know.
Wet hair, yeah.
Their hair is so
it's a
wet.
sign.
Do they think it's sexy?
They think it's
I
sexy.
think they do.
They
yeah,
do.
absolutely
Ew,
they do.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're doing. So keep going.
So the Brahmana has come to talk to to come to the Sabha, come to talk to all of the people of the Kuru clan, including the elders Drona and Bhishma, who are still kind of with the Kauravas here.
Yes.
Okay, so he comes and they state their case.
Yeah.
And like what it is it's a lot of like they go through the entire history of this whole thing between the Kauravas and the Pandavas.
Okay.
Right? So he just says like it was Pandu, so the Pandavas' father, who really expanded the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Yudhishthira was crowned the emperor by the king Dhritarashtra,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the blind king Dhritarashtra, who's kind of integral here.
Mm-hmm.
And all this evil has been happening to the Pandavas. They're both of the royal line, so why is it the Pandavas do not have their kingdom?
Mm-hmm.
All these things have been happening. Like, we know that Duryodhan tried to kill one of the Pandavas when they were like teens.
Mm-hmm.
There was the House of Luck, where Dhritarashtra, King Dhritarashtra was definitely part of this, where they kind of got them to go to this holy city and made a big giant mansion for them. And the mansion is made of all flammable materials. And it was quite an obvious trap because it smelled like flammable materials, but tried to burn them.
Like oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah.
Run
Why
away.
why is everything damp?
This is
It feels damp,
Greasy.
damp and greasy
Damp
in
and
here.
greasy, yeah.
Run, everyone. Run away.
I think we should get out of here.
Yeah. So tried to like kill them that way by burning, and then they went into hiding after that in the forest. The Pandavas did.
Right.
But they married Draupadi and that whole thing as well.
Yes.
But then they came back, and then there was the whole they've many other attempts, and then the big one, of course, was the whole reason why this exile happened, where right after Yudhishthira, the oldest of the Pandavas, and the wisest and the one made for king, was right after he was crowned like the emperor, and all these kings came because they acknowledged his goodness, acknowledged that he would be the best king ever, or best right after that.
King ever.
Yeah.
That's right.
We love you.
Don't drop his blood, though, or somebody might.
Don't
Oh my
drop the
God,
blood. Yeah.
I learned about that in that episode too. I'd never heard that before. It was really exciting.
No, it's really exciting. Yeah. Don't gamble and drop any blood because.
So stressful.
So anyway,
on him.
everybody's like he's.
And
gonna
then
be
there
the
was the
best
whole.
emperor
So
ever.
then the biggest crime, of course, was this whole gambling match thing.
Yeah.
Right. So the whole gambling match was that we know that one, it wasn't even Duryodhan who actually won it. He went to his uncle Shakuni, who basically had loaded die.
Yep.
And all of the people.
They cheated.
Yeah, they
yeah.
cheated.
So all that happened
Because they
with
cheated.
The virtuous ones were in exile for 13 years because they loaded the dice.
Yep.
Cheated, got the kingdom.
So it was a huge, huge fiasco, Victoria, because and there are definitely flaws because what happened was they kind of like goaded him in.
Yeah.
Shakuni is a very cunning person.
Shakuni goaded Donovan.
Goaded Yudhishthira
Oh,
to continue
got
to
it.
gamble.
Okay.
Yudhishthira, I think,
see.
for me, part of the story is that Yudhishthira was also on a high because he's just a crowned emperor of the world.
Yeah.
Right.
gods love
his
him.
Guards,
Nothing
his
can-
guard might have been just a little lowered,
Yeah.
and then he got.
And the whole thing that was going on was like he just started gambling more and more and more and then bet against his losses. But and this is what's annoying. Like he gambled all the kingdom, he gambled his riches, the wealth, then he gambled his brothers,
Dude,
Yeah.
bad call.
then he gambled Draupadi.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And he was
And
like,
that
he was
was-
like,
Don't,
just-
when you know you're gambling your wife, you've hit a real rock bottom.
Yes.
but he's like, what else am I going to do? I have to get everything back. So he just kept gambling.
And then he just kept losing.
And I can't believe
Yeah.
I'm defending him right now. I've been mad at him for years.
Right.
So, and Draupadi is kind of like, Draupadi tried to like argue, was like, well, if he gambled she tried to like kind of argue that if he gambled his kingdom and if he gambled his own life away, then he didn't have the right to gamble me. And so there was all these weird debates about that. But they end up like one of the most violent of the Kauravas. The most violent of the Kauravas kind of drags her to this hall
Yeah.
and starts taking off her clothes to make them
Right.
slaves. She does, fortunately, have a prayer to Krishna, so she's not completely disrobed. But I personally am curious about the pre-Krishna stories.
Yeah.
When this story was
Yeah.
told before Krishna, if there was some other like sereneness that she kind of called upon.
Yeah.
But-
that's interesting.
Absolute humiliation there.
Yeah.
And then finally, like after that had happened, Dhritarashtra, the blind king Dhritarashtra, was like, okay, this is going too far. We're seeing this is just going to destroy us as a nation unless we do something here.
Yeah.
Because this will, I mean, and there's like this aspect of like, was he actually like, had a moment of like, oh, I need to like, this is wrong? Or was it that, oh, if this gets out, the kingdom's done?
Yeah.
We lose everything. So he had everything given back, but then they gambled again with Yudhishthira. And that was the whole, whoever loses now will be banished for 13 years.
Yeah.
I see.
And the 13th year needs to be in exile.
Right.
So the Brahmana goes through all of this stuff, goes through all the unfairness. And he highlights the fact that all these elders were there.
They all let it happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bhishma, the eldest of the
All
elder,
the
was there.
teachers, all the
Drona was
elders.
So the
there.
idea is like everybody's somewhat complicit
Yes.
in this situation.
Like you all have
You all had a hand in this.
to correct this wrong,
Yeah.
right? You all have to correct this wrong.
Okay. Like a good lawyer. Like
Yes.
here's the case.
Yeah, he came
Yeah.
with his binder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came with his
he
binder.
did.
It had tabs. He was
That's right.
he was ready.
It's fire.
And so
Non-greasy hair.
makes his case
Sorry.
non-greasy hair. Yeah, he has the
I'm
non-greasy
convinced now
hair.
the greasy hair is to avoid fire. Like they're just damp because they're lighting shit on fire. So they're just gonna
Yeah.
stay damp.
That's excellent.
Yeah, that's
like
the
that.
conclusion I made in
love
my
that a
brain.
lot.
Okay, so anyway, keep going.
And he makes his case as well, not just like this is the right thing to do for Dharma. Like, look at who you like. One, this is everything you've done is like anti-Dharma or adharma, the technical term.
Yeah.
The Pandavas have Dharma on their side. They have righteousness on their side.
Yeah.
And he goes and says like they have Krishna with them.
Yeah.
Okay, they have
He
Krishna
pulls
with them.
The Krishna card.
He pulls the Krishna card. He pulls every like.
Yeah.
We know you've seen what Arjuna did in the last battle. He beat
Yeah.
all of you
By himself.
by himself.
Magic sleep dust.
Yep.
Yeah, you're lucky he just used his sleep.
Yeah,
dust
he
on
could have
you
killed
bitches.
you all, but
You see
Yeah.
how nice he is? You
he's
see how
so
much
virtuous.
he wants? I know.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he goes to like Beam, because Beam's got some amazing feats. He's like the strongest of them all.
Yes.
And don't don't overshoot Sahadeva and Nakula masses
Yeah.
with the sword. Like we've seen them in battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just recently, you've seen them in battle. They've got Dharma, they've got righteousness on their side, and don't forget who their allies are now. You've got Drupada, Draupadi's father, and then mentions like a whole bunch of other people who have now allied themselves.
Right. Not only are they
With-
good, but they're powerful. They have
They are powerful.
allies.
They got a lot of friends.
And
Yeah.
we're all in this, and we really should see the logic of this.
Yeah. And Bhishma chimes in and is like, you're delivering this a little harshly, but yeah.
All right. Suck it fucking up, Lisa. Are you fucking kidding me?
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Are you serious?
Wait till we get a little further.
You're being a little mean.
I
know you're
we've only been exiled for 13
know-
years because you
Oh
used
my
loaded dice.
God,
But
I know.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
you
the mean
poor
ones.
precious little baby.
Could have killed you
I'm
all.
so sorry that you're in charge for no fucking reason.
Yeah, because you cheated. But
Fucking dillweeds? Are
Stop
you
Yeah.
serious?
Okay.
So Bhishma opens
Be
out and he's
softer
like,
with us, with Beverly.
we're to watch our
Yeah.
feelings.
I
Yeah.
can't.
We bullied you, we cheated you, but watch our feelings.
Bullies are the weakest.
Yeah.
They can't handle a thing.
he's
clearly.
like, to him it was like you're bordering on like not being respectful, but all your points are valid. So he does say that all your points are valid. Yes.
Just don't
all
be
of
so
this.
You don't
all-
need to be a dick about it. Yeah, you're right, but quit being a dick.
Yeah.
Well, hey, watch out if we're not. Don't be too flip about that. You could lose your dick for a little while.
Yeah.
And you may or may not get it back.
You piss off the wrong. Who did he piss off?
Urvasi.
Urvasi.
One of the spirits in the heavens.
Yeah, you piss off the wrong spirit in the heaven. You're
Yeah.
you might lose that.
So then
that
what
thing you love so
happens?
So
much.
then,
I know, right?
You're like, keep going.
You might lose your wee wee.
You never know.
no, you don't do this. So then he basically says, but you are like everything you're saying is
Is correct.
Is
I give you
correct.
that much.
all of this has happened. So we will have some discussions about all this. And good old Karna like just fucking jumps in and is like, we've heard this so many times.
Yeah.
We've heard this so many times. And whenever it's like, when someone on the side, usually the elders, starts to kind of argue basically against Duryodhan,
Yeah.
it's Duryodhan's best buddy Karna who's usually always the one to jump in.
I got
Yeah.
this.
So
Yeah.
Karna
Hexeth?
jumps in. Yeah. Yeah.
Here comes Hexeth.
Karna
That's right.
jumps in
So slimy.
and is like, yeah, like, you talk about all of this, like, what about all the injustice is done to Duryodhan? We saw Arjuna. If we're talking about Dharma, if we're talking about what is fair, we all saw Arjuna before that time was up. So if you want us to respect Dharma, like, if anything, like, by that agreement, they should be back in the forests. But we don't, like, Duryodhan's not asking that. Just, you can even come by, stay here. If it was a question of real Dharma, Duryodhan would be absolutely gracious in fulfilling the agreement. But no, they didn't fulfill the agreement. And he goes through all the things. It's like the rules of the gambling match.
He's trying to get him on a technicality then.
He makes
Yeah.
my skin
Right?
crawl.
Yeah.
I know. I just
want to vomit. I hate it so
viscerally.
much.
Like, we all know this feeling, right? When people are trying to, like, argue for the wrong and bad
Yeah.
reasons and
That's
on a
exactly
technicality.
what's
Like, you
happening.
can just feel it. Makes my skin kind of
Yeah, I'm
crawly.
like-
I'm like,
Yeah.
I know
I
this
can't
in real
stop my
life.
face.
Ew.
Yeah.
My face is nasty.
Yeah.
right
And it's
now.
like, how are we supposed to deal with these kinds of slick people who are just... And then we have to face that inside of ourselves, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
So what happens? in
So,
that situation?
well, he goes on to
Please tell us
say,
it's
what
good.
else did he say?
Is it gonna be?
Quit being so soft. We have to be strong.
I know, right? Okay.
They're being the babies. We can't be a baby.
No, be the
That's right,
babies.
okay.
We have to. All right, I'm ready.
Yes, we're brave.
So what else did Kana say? So some of the things Kana said, like, yeah, like, I mean, he gambled it all away. He still did that. He could have stopped at any time.
Yeah.
It wasn't like one gambling thing. Like, it kept going and going. Everything was given back, and then he gambled it again. We're on the side of Dharma here, not you, not them. And then he's like, I mean, plus I'm here. I'm a great warrior. I'm equal to Arjuna. If not, I am better than Arjuna, as Kana loves to say.
That's right.
We have all the mighty 100 Kauravas here. Plus, we have Bhishma. So you're coming to us with these threats of mighty warriors. Like, we have Bhishma, we have Drona, we have Kripa. All these other people we've recruited so far. So, like, that whole threat thing doesn't matter. Like, we have those as well. And we're way more stronger. We are gathering more armies than they are, which they do wind up with more armies than them. And then Bhishma's like, would you shut the fuck up? Like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up. We do not want war here.
Yeah.
We do not want war. And then they start arguing, as they often do, Bhishma and Karna.
Yeah.
I was like, who are you even, like, to come here and argue and talk like this? And
I can't remember who Bhishma is again.
Bhishma's the eldest.
The
Yeah.
Right?
eldest,
He taught everybody.
the
So he was
wisest of the elders.
The one who identified the sleep arrow in the last episode and who knew.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah. And his
picturing-
first episodes are great with Bhishma because he's before the Pandavas, Bhishma who establishes the kingdom and
Yeah.
makes all these sacrifices. Like Bhishma, the thing is that the sad thing about Bhishma to me is that Bhishma made all these sacrifices. And one of the big sacrifice that Bhishma made was that he said, like, his father wanted to marry someone, but then the father of that person, like, well, as long as like the bloodline of kings comes from my daughter, and the king at the time was like, but I have my other son, Bhishma, but Bhishma sacrificed. He's like, you know what? Marry her, have the bloodline through her. I will not contest it. I will not even have children. I will not even take a wife, so that there will be absolutely no no one of my bloodline will exist.
Bhishma's been trying to make peace his whole life.
Yeah,
with
but
He's
everybody.
been like the teacher, the uncle, the
He's
protector,
the guardian of the
the
kingdom.
guardian of the kingdom.
And
there
he's
you go.
invested
So
in
that's why he's
forever.
with the vice side, because he's kind of trying to like buffer, make better, but
And there's some, like, it feels like he's got some favorability towards the Yudan despite all these evils. But one of the things about Bhishma is that, like, his sacrifice was so great that he'll only die when he wants to die, when he's ready to die.
Yeah.
And he's been doing all this stuff to keep the kingdom kind of going.
So he's still alive because he's trying to get something.
Yeah.
well, it's kind of interesting because he's like on this particular side, trying to do good. And then we've got the emperor of all emperors, say his name again. the one
Yudhishthira.
who gambled everything away, who's like the virtue, virtue of virtues, doing this, very nefarious thing that got into the trouble. Like the gambling is not good.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
It's fair. And that's
Yeah.
kind of interesting.
He gave
to
into an
hold
addiction,
Those
yeah.
two up kind of next to each other. It sort of connects these two extremes of virtue
Yeah.
and vice. They're kind of it's interesting.
Yeah. And so one of the things that happened in the 13 years is that they all learned, all the Pandavas in their journey in the forest and stuff, learned a lot of humility and got better. There was such tension between them
Yes.
because of what Yudhishthira did.
Yeah.
That all kind of got healed as well. Yudhishthira.
They had a lot of group therapy.
They had a lot of group therapy.
So much.
And Yudhishthira was
Therapy
like,
is really great.
Yeah.
Yudhishthira was struggling with forgiving himself mostly, but that's something he also was able to kind of finally kind of do.
So
And
there's
Arjuna went on his
healing.
own journey for like a couple years, right?
And that's brought up here. Like
Yeah.
like Arjuna went on his own journey and he got the Astras.
yeah.
Yes.
So he knows all these, and then Karna's
weapons and
all
stuff.
all
Yes.
Astras are the heavenly weapons.
So even though they were banished, even though these terrible things had happened, they still leaned in and
Yeah.
tried to do their soul work.
yeah,
Yeah.
Heal, grow, come
Yeah.
together as a community.
yeah.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
partly wise, I mean, the story, like philosophically wise, yeah, they learned humility and stuff. Story wise, they also kind of saw this like, this will probably lead to war because Duryodhana's not going to want to give stuff back.
Yeah.
And it's so tough. Like, is that the thing that there's just gonna be war right now? We're
Yeah.
still.
Let's see how these debates go.
Yeah.
These
So-
debates are hurting my tummy.
It'll get worse.
God damn it.
Right. We're like the anti-debate
I don't
queens
want
over here.
to.
We're
So-
like, okay.
What happens then is that they send the Brahmana back, and they kind of like. The thing is, like, so much of the power rests with the actual king, which is Dhritarashtra, like Duryodhana's
Yeah.
father. Okay,
Yeah.
and he's always agreed to his sons. Like he's always kind of placated to them.
Yeah.
He
That's why
calls.
they are. They're spoiled.
Yeah, he's the
they
blind
are.
king, and so one of the things, like the metaphorical aspect about him, is that he's kind of like a blind mind.
Yeah.
He's not
He
seeing the
can't
whole
see
picture.
what's actually
He
happening.
can't see what's happening.
Like,
Oh, he's blind
like
to
a,
it.
a
Not just
leader
physically,
who's
but-
not actually taking it all in to actually make a wise decision.
Yeah.
He's just taking it all in. And,
Yeah, I guess going by emotions here.
yeah.
as opposed to all the
Yeah.
complex nuances.
Mm-hmm.
So Dhritarashtra then calls upon his charioteer Sanjaya, and there's always like kind of a close connection between like the charioteer and well, the person, the warrior.
Yeah.
So he calls upon him. Sanjaya has been serving Dhritarashtra for decades, if not, from the get-go. And he has just a big discussion with Sanjaya, and he's like, Duryodhana is... Like he can't see what's going like this. Like they look at everything that the guy said, basically, kind of rehashes it one more time. They've got Krishna on the side, they've got Dharma on the side. Look at all the vows that the Pandavas took because they're so angry. He just cannot see it all. Like there's nothing we can do, supposedly, to make him see it all. And he tells Sanjaya, like, you please go to the Pandavas. Let them know that I've been thinking about them every day. Let them know how much I care for them, how I remember like bouncing Yudhishthira on my lap, and all of them except Bhima because he's really heavy.
He's too big.
Because he's a muscly fellow.
Little brick.
Yeah,
He would just pat him on the head.
yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Love you
He was bouncing him on his lap.
Yeah.
Right.
Just twirling him around. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cute.
So he tells Sanjaya, like, let them know like how much I miss them and I love them. They are my sons as much as they are
Oh.
Duryodhana and the Kauravas are, and then give them this message here as well, and a nice long lengthy message which we'll get to.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Letter. Big love letter.
Sanjaya then goes to the Pandavas.
Yeah.
Okay, so same situation now, but now it's the Kauravas messenger, or Dhritarashtra specifically,
Yeah.
who goes to talk to the Pandavas.
Got it.
So he's welcome. They all know him.
Yeah.
They, and just starts talking to him. And so Sanjaya starts to be like, Dhritarashtra wants just to say that nobody wants war.
Yeah.
We absolutely want to avoid this war, and like his son is just being so his son.
Yeah.
And so, and again, Dhritarashtra holds the power here. And so here. Okay, I'm going to ask for something here that I don't have ever asked for.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a little bit of a brief thing of Duryodhana's message
Okay.
that Dhritarashtra sent to Sanjaya. I'm going to ask for no interruptions till I'm done.
Oh, you got it.
Okay.
Holy
You can do
shit.
it.
So the setup. Sanjaya has come and he's talked and he's like Dhritarashtra does not want war. He doesn't want it. Nobody wants it. Like Duryodhana is just insatiable. There's nothing we can do. But he doesn't say that. He's like, and so he says, like, Yudhishthira, you've always followed this path of dharma, and so why are you so committed now to killing your cousins? Why, like, this guilt will kill you at the end. This guilt will ruin your entire name. You've been in the forest not doing violence for so long. Now you want violence. Now you want to have war after all the work you've done. You're used to having so little. You lived in the forest. You lived in the woods, and like now, and you were happy then. You were happy in the forest and the woods. Why would you want to like ruin this with this idea of having a kingdom? Krishna, Drupada, please also like advise Yudhishthira not to go to war to bring ruin to the entire kingdom, to the entire area. This will be the war to end all wars. We want peace. Like Yudhishthira, like you have always been about peace. You've sacrificed so much for peace. Why all of a sudden now are you so intent on this? You're going to ruin your fame. Like everything that people loved about you now, you're going to go against. Why don't you want peace, Yudhishthira? Okay, go.
I don't have words. I'm
That
upset.
is so appropriate, actually.
I don't have words. You were happy in the forest. Go fuck yourself.
Right.
No. What?
It's really, really tricky
I hate it.
for any of us, right? Because if you truly are a peace-loving person, which I believe he is,
Yeah.
then when non-peace-loving people like keep asking for peace from you,
Yeah.
it's like you're getting sucked. It becomes like a vampire, like, and it does become really challenging to then be like, okay, no, there needs to be some level of boundaries here. Like a flow of peace works really well when both people are committed to peace.
Yeah, exactly.
But when someone is demanding peace from you and they're never going to return it with peace.
Right.
And it's just such a tough place to be in.
I mean, basically he's saying, you've been doing this for like 13 years. You might as well just keep doing it because what's the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It doesn't matter what truly is yours or where you should live or who you should rule or, it doesn't matter because, you've been doing this for a while anyways.
Let us just keep doing our corrupt thing
Let's
that
just-
was unfairly won
Yeah.
because you love peace so much.
Just give up because you like peace.
And that's what compromises the whole message.
Why are you insisting on war?
Yeah, why are
This
you
has-
insisting on war when it's like, no, actually, dude.
But why are you gaslighting them?
Yeah, exactly.
Very much.
Well, actually, you're the ones insisting on war.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So the silence that you had after that
Oh my
thing,
God.
that's what happens. They're all
They're
like,
all just like, oh.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
And
When
there's
did we say we wanted war? We didn't.
Yeah.
We just
We
want our
never
kingdom
wanted
back
war.
like you fucking promised.
Yeah.
You goddamn.
Well, that you stole. You cheated and stole.
Yeah.
So,
and it's convincing enough that there's like moments of like the gaslight is like there's a little bit of a flicker
yeah, that's why
to it,
gaslighting works.
and
It
then
is.
Yudhishthira's like, which we don't see Yudhishthira get angry much. Yudhishthira's like, what the fuck are you saying to me? And he just goes ape shit, and he really starts to be like, Dhritarashtra claims to love us.
Yeah.
Claims that when that gambling match was happening, right? So Dhritarashtra's blind, right? So after every dice roll, he heard like the Dhritarashtra's like, who won? Who won? Like
Yeah.
every single dice roll, and that's he lost the kingdoms, lost his treasures, lost his brothers, lost his wife. After every single one, Dhritarashtra was like, who won?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who won? And he's like, Duryodhana, at least we know. Like, Duryodhana's clearly fucking evil, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Duryodhana is, we know where we stand with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Dhritarashtra,
He's doing this double-sided.
he's been doing this double-sided
two-faced
thing
shit.
for so long.
Yeah.
Is this what happens like when we're too wishy-washy inside trying to see all the sides all the time?
Maybe.
That-
That's
We
interesting.
can discuss that, yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
when you don't have a solid stance.
I mean, I might be over projecting here.
Yeah.
But I just know that sometimes within myself, I can be so busy trying to do mental gymnastics to look for the good and explain away the bad that it can be really tough sometimes to be like, no, actually, I have to take a stand here and say, you can't do that to me. Right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just identifying with the actual peace part as somebody who's like, really committed. But like for the sake of all human dignity, it has to include my dignity,
Right.
or else it's not human dignity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it seems like somehow along the way, as the blind king, the wise one, the peace-loving one, kept throwing that dice, somehow he lost sight of his own sense of his own dignity.
Yudhishthira, you mean?
Yes,
or
I think so.
That's akin a lot to like a delusion.
Yeah.
And even when I did the episode, I talked about the fact that like, he just needed one to go right.
Yeah.
And so like he sank into the delusion of that and
The addiction
very
of
different ways.
the what is when the excitement drug in your brain? What is that called?
Dopamine.
Yeah, the dopamine hits of every single time.
Yeah, the dopamine drip. You just gotta keep running that dice.
If I do it again.
As opposed to that inner connection with self. Like, wait a minute, let me take a beat and just look at
what's actually happening.
Yeah, take a breath. Ground myself in the moment here. Be like, what do I really value here?
Yeah.
Is it winning the next role?
Right.
Or my wife?
Right? Yeah.
It's literally.
What's the stronger move here?
Yeah.
Saying no? Or keeping at this thing that I'm not going to win?
Yeah.
Recognizing that you're not going to win and you've gotten to this point where I got to cut my losses.
Yeah.
And in this case, is he going to gamble that these other people are going to keep their word when they haven't?
Yeah.
Right now, you mean?
Yeah.
If he gets so right now you're just angry.
Yeah.
Right. So he's just like and like really like this like I said like really seeing Dhritarashtra as a much bigger evil now almost more than Duryodhana for making this attempt.
He's been this
to try and
secret evil. Like behind everything.
Yeah.
When
he
thought
has
that he
the
was,
power. He's the king.
Right.
Yes.
When he had this like front of like, oh, my sons do everything, but it's really him.
Actually, he's like the puppeteer.
Yeah. He's let it happen in a way that he's absolutely
strategic.
Everything is complicit,
he's done it strategically.
And so Yudhishthira's looking back at like all of like when they tried to kill us.
Yeah.
Like Dhritarashtra had to know.
Yes.
Like because they especially when attempts kept happening, like what else is going to happen? So really, and then Sanjay was like, well, I'm actually not finished. Let me tell you, there's more points that he wants to tell. So another moment of silence from you too.
You got it.
Fuck's sake.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm not ready.
We're not gonna like it, Satish, but we're gonna listen to the debate.
So he's like, I mean, think also like you're so noble. And this will matter for you in the future, and also
Sorry.
they're making faces. Listen,
Shaking with a spoon. Okay, no more interruptions.
Life is short, and like I'm an old man. Like I know that. Like life is short. Like at some point it'll be the end, and like at the end of your life, you want to be proud. And if you've been someone who's now waged war and killed your cousins and led to this great thing happening. You need to let go of your desire for wealth and power. Listen to all your teachers from the forest who talked about all the rishis who talked about dharma. Free yourself from this desire. If you can do it, you've been so patient. You've been so patient through all of this. You could have waged war right then, 13 years ago. Like you could have. You didn't. And so you've been so patient. You just have to be patient for a little longer. Give up your anger. Maybe return to the forests. Maybe return to Azure is reeling right now, listeners. Return to let Krishna return to Krishna's kingdom, and Krishna will take care of you, or like depart his kingdom and just live out your lives without taking on this horrible decision here to cause such bloodshed and violence. It'll be good for your soul.
Just leave. Wouldn't it be easier to just leave? Just
be-
leave.
Well, and
It'd
this
be easier
is
for everybody.
coercive control, right?
Yes.
So when we have people with high control, coercive control, trying.
This is awesome.
This is what they do.
Mm-hmm. What do they do?
They like hit you where in your soft spot where they know your values are, but they don't give anything of themselves. They
Sing a
don't
duck, Vic.
own responsibility for their own part.
Yeah.
And so, it's really tough if somebody's giving you a gut punch right where your values sit, and you really, really want the thing, but it's so challenging, right? To be like, but look at this person who's arguing this way toward me, and they're not taking responsibility at all for their role in all of this.
Yeah.
And for their opportunities to learn and grow. They're putting it all on me. And it's a problem because we really have to be careful when someone's weaponizing our own values against us.
That's what this. Yeah, that's the words. That's the words. Absolutely. Arjuna goes fucking nuts now.
Of course, because his boundaries are, and his demon is just being totally compromised and being manipulated and used against him.
And so Arjuna goes, he just jumps in and is like, fuck all this stuff. Like, this is all bullshit. Yeah. This is basically, this is all fucking bullshit. And then goes back into like the threats. Yeah. Like, no, like this is ridiculous. How dare you? And like just says like all kind of talks about the vows that they've made. There was this great episode, Victoria, where the Kauravas tried to kind of humiliate the Pandavas at one point by like coming around and parading around them with all their like luxury and wives while they're in the like just wearing deer skins and stuff. But then they get attacked by these elves.
It was a great episode.
And
Elves for the win.
And then the Pandavas rescue them.
Yeah.
They rescue the elves.
They rescue the Kauravas. The elves captured all
and
the
the main elf, the elf in charge, was like friends with Arjuna.
Yeah.
And it was right? With
yeah.
So funny. So this big elf was just like, bro! And they just like embraced. They knew each other from the heavens. It was pretty funny.
So they reminded them
like, are like in a bag.
Yeah.
Basically they're in a net.
Duryodhana was in a net, humiliated.
Just
and they
dangling.
Freed them from that.
Yeah, and they let him go. They let him go home.
Yeah. So like reminded them of like things like that have happened through this entire conversation. But yeah, Arjuna just kind of goes and like says all these kind of like, we have all these people, like we will do this, This is insane. If you do not come to us with some peace, if you not give, they are asking for half the kingdom. They're not asking for the whole thing. They're not even
asking for the whole thing.
One thing that happened early on was that way before even the gambling match, to kind of settle the thing between the two, the Kauravas took half the kingdom and they gave half the kingdom to the Pandavas, but it was a shit place.
Yeah, it was the worst side.
It was the worst side, but the Pandavas and with Krishna managed to make that beautiful and amazing.
Yeah.
So they were like, so that's what this is really like. We just want that back. We're not asking for the whole thing. We just want that back.
Yeah.
And
just go back to when before Yudhishthira was like put in full of charge of everything.
That's true. Yeah.
They just want to like, let's just reset to before the dice.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it feels like to me. Let's just
they're not asking for more.
It's been 13 years. We're gonna forget the dice happened and let's just do what we had before.
Yeah, which was the agreement.
No, I know.
And then Beam is like backing him up as well.
Yeah.
Beam backs up Arjuna.
Beam's like,
yeah, and is like, yeah, like everything Arjuna said, I'm behind all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And okay, folks.
Yeah.
Yudhishthira, maybe it's seeing his brothers like getting super ragey and angry as well. And maybe that's a kind of this issue. And everything that Dhritarashtra has said here as well. Yudhishthira actually does say to Krishna, like say that, you know what, I'm going to let Krishna make this decision.
Oh.
And
he calls him up.
He's there, right?
Krishna's there?
Oh, yeah. Krishna's part of the Sabha.
Oh.
Wait, you
All
never
of the
said that.
all of the allies are there.
Oh, okay.
They're all
okay,
there.
okay.
It's a big official meeting.
Interesting. So
Okay.
Did he say that? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Okay.
But very key critical point.
Mm-hmm.
So he says Krishna's going to choose.
He's asked Krishna to choose, and Krishna says to Sanjaya, like, then Krishna talks to Sanjaya, and he says, Yudhishthira's been patient this whole time. I as well told Yudhishthira back 13 years ago to wage war,
Yeah.
and he said no.
Yeah.
And so he brings that up, and so he kind of goes through it all over again, and is like, you know what? They both are my cousins, like the Pandavas, and so I want to care for all of them. But everything that Dhritarashtra, like, this is absolutely an injustice.
This has gotten
This is
out of hand.
absolutely an injustice
Yeah.
against the Pandavas. So Yudhishthira says, okay, we do not want war either, but this is absolutely horrible. Look, just give us 5 towns. That's all. Give us 5 towns. They name 4 of them, and then the 5th one, it will be Duryodhana's choice.
Aw.
And Arjuna and Bhima are like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, they're looking at each other like, what?
I'm with them.
Yeah, yeah. And he's like, give us just those 5. And there's some arguments here that Yudhishthira kind of knew what he was doing here.
I'm sure he did. I bet he has a plan.
But also there's the argument that he was heavily influenced by all of this, that he doesn't want war.
Yeah.
They got a soft spot. And he's
Well,
like,
in
give
the
us
bigger
5
scheme
kingdoms.
of things, whatever they get, they're probably going to make it great.
Yeah.
So I guess he's probably figuring,
Yeah.
give us that little corner.
Give us 5 towns.
And we'll
Yeah.
expand.
And we'll,
know?
with all our pals,
Yeah.
we'll be great.
Just slowly encroach on the other
Let's
kingdom.
just kind of shut it down.
Yeah.
It's just
But it's just gross.
Yeah.
Well, and there's this non-identical repetition, right? It's just a similar kind of pattern or theme, and they try to take more, and then and it's just
Yeah.
it's just
And they
gonna keep
give in.
going on
They
and
give
on
in
and on.
again.
They've given in again.
But
Yeah.
yet,
Yeah.
can they use the same tactics, right? With which basically war is,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
at least by anyone's standard.
Yeah.
Can they do that and then still hold virtue? And how is one supposed to create boundaries and not be susceptible to coercive control that's weaponizing our values against us? How do we do that and still hold on to virtue?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's the rub.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, I just keep thinking here, like, just no justice, no peace.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll continue the thing. But that's some of what may have worked. That he said, like, just give us the 4 towns, one of your choice,
Yep.
and we'll be happy with that. Mm-hmm. And sends Sanjaya. And like poor Sanjaya is just like, before Sanjaya leaves, he's like, I'm really sorry, guys. I'm just the messenger here.
It's the beginning of shoot. It's the earliest form of don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh.
Like, I love y'all.
And he's like,
but-
this, I
He's
don't.
like, I think you're cool.
Yeah, I don't agree with any of this. Because they start getting angry at him
Oh,
after all
Yeah.
this, and he's like, just like, this is all Dhritarashtra's words. These are not my opinions. I was
Yeah.
sent to deliver his
Just the
message word for
chariot
word.
driver.
Yeah.
Here it is, and then he does go back with that concept of
Okay.
5 towns.
Okay.
Let's see.
And then we don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh, that's it. Okay, so Sanjaya is on his way back
To
with
Hastinapur,
to Hastinapur
Yeah.
with the message saying, "Give us 4 towns plus
one of your
dealer's
choice. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Like, if you come back to where we started with the Bible, there's this story that I really, really love about how Jesus is teaching all these people, and there's just all these people, masses of people, and
Yeah.
it's all hanging out, and he's saying all this cool stuff, and people are getting hungry, and they're like, and the disciples are freaking out. They're like, we don't have enough food for all these people, and they're like, what are we gonna do? And this little kid comes up. He's got this little lunch, a few fish and some bread. And he's like, hey, I've got this little lunch.
Yeah.
And that's all that's needed.
Yeah.
And then they suddenly feed all these people. The little bit is enough. And I just love that story. And I feel like that's true for all of us. Like, we've all got that little bit. We just kind of add it. And so I gotta believe that even if this deal winds up where they only get the 5 towns, it's gonna be enough.
Yeah.
Even if they wind up back in the forest, it's gonna be enough.
Yeah.
I don't know about the war thing. Like, it seems like that's what's gonna happen, but I don't know. I don't really
know either.
enough for sure, but I don't know.
It's in the title, but
and yeah, right. There's a spoiler there. Spoiler alert, Victoria. Try to fight for peace.
No, I want it to. I see what you're saying. I totally get that.
But it's like when we go out to live our lives, we still just don't always know, when we have to go to war, if we ever have to go to war, because it just never feels good.
No, war is not a great solution.
No. But sometimes it's necessary.
Sometimes it's necessary.
But I guess I think the war in my mind or in my own life is like sometimes there is that boundary. Like, nope. I recognize that you are a person with dignity and I am a person of dignity.
Right.
And you are not acknowledging my dignity or making respect for it. So I thereby need a boundary of some kind.
And I'm also thinking about, are we thinking about any of the other people in this kingdom that is being run by this corrupt group?
Yeah.
And these were the people of the Pandavas before.
Right.
And I'm sure that Yudhishthira is thinking about them too.
Yeah.
And how it's not fair to them. They're not getting treated well.
Right.
I've heard two, there's only two, but interpretations of this where, and again, like that's kind of the idea with this having so many versions of it. And one is exactly what you're saying, where like there's all this corruption that is now happening in the kingdom. But there is also a version out there where they're not doing badly.
Yeah.
What the
Duryodhana's kingdoms of the Hastinapura is not doing badly.
Then Yudhishthira would recognize that, and then maybe the 5 towns is enough.
Right.
And then, like you said, their virtue would just naturally expand because whatever they touch turns to gold, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, not gold, but like, it improves.
Abundance.
Yeah.
Abundance seems to just flow out.
So if that's the case, but I feel like
I don't know, guys. That is.
Oh, it's tough. My tummy still hurts.
Yeah, right?
Guys.
Because it does start to seem like, and just taking another glance at it all, like the 5 towns is kind of small. It's still.
I know. So they'd each theoretically get their own town to rule.
Yeah.
Or just live in.
Right.
Would they
it's
rule
just
the
like
towns?
a little bigger
They would
forest.
rule the town.
Should
I
be
think
like mayors?
They'd be
They
mayors.
each get to be a mayor.
Yep, they'd each be mayors.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Good. I love civic duty.
Yeah.
Make sure the sewers work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Make sure there's a bus that works.
So the implied sense is that Krishna still thinks that war is inevitable or preferred.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what it
Krishna's
feels like.
an interesting kind of cat in that, and like I feel like changing personality sort of stuff. But there's an aspect where even his brother Balarama was like, you kind of want this war to happen. And there's ideas that there's like, and that's really interpretations about Krishna where like he's here to kind of facilitate that necessary thing that needs to happen sort of deal. But I mean, but he's still like looking at all the facts, I think, and like the story that we've heard and been telling. It's like, these are all injustices that have happened. So, that's where we're at.
I need a palate cleanser.
We better drink some detox tea.
I know.
Yeah.
We
Light
gotta
a
get
candle.
Yeah.
And
Just sit.
say
We
a
just need
prayer
to
for our souls.
just need to sit for a minute. I know.
Yeah.
Metabolize the injustice
So
of
much
the world.
bullshit.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah.
So much greasy hair.
I know. It's just
So much layering of grease, I think.
Oh,
in this
so
one
much
too.
layering of grease.
Yeah.
It's just
slippery little.
slippery and sloppy and ugh.
Yeah. Well, on that note, listeners.
Oh my god.
Come back for more.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
I feel like you kind of will have to, but yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
See what happens.
That's right.
Oh my god.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Have an imaginative day, listeners. Thank you for listening to this episode of Not Your Mother's Mahabharat. Please like and subscribe to the podcast so that you don't miss our next episode. My name is Satish Jayaraj, and I am your storyteller and researcher. My wife and co-host is Azure Anderson. Azure also wrote the theme music, she did all the editing and producing, and essentially did all the work to get this podcast to you. Without her, it would just be me swearing ancient stories to friends in our living room.
If you want to support the podcast and hear additional content, you can do so by becoming a member of the podcast on Patreon at patreon.com/NYMM podcast.
We would like to thank our current patrons for their support. Errol the Hamster, Dinosaur Sauce, Praveen Prem Kumar, and Mitchell Kusek.
Have an imaginative day.